Alright, now I'm starting to brake, looking well ahead. I got my red light. Scanning through this intersection, left and right. See that Jeep coming, or that Hummer. Making my right turn. Got my blinker on. Putting more pressure on my brake, slowing down. Now my light's red, I have to make a full complete stop. But there's no sign telling me no turn on red, so it's a legal maneuver. So I'm going to creep forward to where I can see, and I'm clear on the left. No pedestrians coming. I'm finishing my turn. And I'm just going to start accelerating. I got a car back behind me to my left, so I can't change lanes just yet until I get up to speed. Speed limit on this road is 45. So now I'm up to speed. I'm going to make a left lane change. Got my left blinker on, checking my rear view. Car is still back there. Checking over my left shoulder. I'm clear. Making my left lane change. And I'm just going to keep on going straight. I see these cars turning. So I got my foot just hovering over the brake pedal. I don't have it on the brake, I'm just holding it just above the brake, just in case they were to turn right in front of my car. That way I'm ready to stop for them. Still continuing to look left and right through every single intersection, and checking traffic behind me. Car turning well in advance, so I got plenty of room. Looking left and right. Now look at all these green lights. These are what I call stale green lights. So right now I'm anticipating that these green lights are going to change to yellow very quickly. Oh, these ones aren't changing. I've just got my foot covering the brake and I'm still at speed, and this one's turning to yellow and red, but I'm making a left turn here, so I don't really care. Gonna get behind this car here, continuing to slow down. Gotta make sure I got plenty of room between me and this car. And when you're stopped behind another vehicle, you want to make sure that you can see their back tires touching the road and a little bit of the roadway itself. In this video you can see that I've got plenty of room here, so this is wonderful. This is the kind of space that allows you to relax as a driver. You always want to have plenty of space. Still looking left and right. Oh, there goes my light. Even though it's green, I'm still looking. I'm clear, so I'm going to make my turn. No pedestrians. I'll keep on going. I see a pedestrian over here on my right. Wouldn't imagine that they would just dart out, but keeping an eye on him. Car in front of me is turning left. He'll probably slow before his turn, but he's not affecting me now because now he's out of my way. So I'm going to keep on driving straight. I'm just driving around this neighborhood area just to kind of get a good idea of what sort of hazards I'm dealing with. Eventually soon I'll head out towards the highway and out towards some other streets. And you're going to notice that it's going to get closer to nighttime here because the sun is setting. It's 4:30 already. And in the wintertime the sun goes down early. Depending on where you live, it could go down even earlier. Got a little wet roadway here. Got a couple of curves. Another car coming. Still checking the traffic left and right back behind me. Now, I don't have a lot of hazards to deal with right now, but that doesn't mean I should let my guard down. I should always be on high alert. There's a car to my right. He's waiting, just making sure he's stopped and not going anywhere. Still looking left and right. No major problems. Coming up to a stop sign. I'm going to start slowing down back here, and I'm going to make a right turn at this stop sign since I can't go straight. I could make a left turn here, but I want to make a right turn. So make my full stop. I can't see clearly to my left, so I'm going to pull forward a little bit. Got one car coming. I got a couple more cars coming. Although they have their signal on and it looks like they're turning, but I still have a lot more cars coming, so I'm just going to wait. I'm going to pull forward a little bit so I can see better because the car pulled up next to me. And the last car, I'm going to pull into my lane. Going to accelerate and merge. Looking over my shoulder. Life's good. Going to keep on going. Checking traffic in front of me. I got that guy pulling out in front. It might slow me down, but instead he turned wide and into the wrong lane. That's what's known as a traffic violation. You never want to do that. But he also probably turned wide and into that lane to avoid me, which, is okay. It's a safe act to try to do, but it does break the law. So, it was a safe maneuver, but it was an illegal maneuver. So, kind of have to look at it from both angles there. I would never recommend turning wide. I would just wait until the cars pass and then make your turn. He just turned too soon. So I'm going to make this right turn up here at this light. Now, what I'm making over here, this is a continuous lane, so I don't have to stop for this red light, but I am slowing down and I am looking for my traffic over my shoulder to the left to see what my lane looks like. Oh, I got a big old bus coming, so I'm not going to go just yet. Got a couple more cars. Now I'm looking in my mirror to see what's back there. Oh, still can't move in just yet. Got a couple of cars there. Still coming. I got my left blinker on, letting them know I'm going to merge. And after this black car, I can make it on in there. And here we go. I got another car behind me in my lane, so I got to get up to speed. 45, and I'm at speed. Great. Make a couple of left lane changes. Checking over my shoulder. Looking at my mirrors, I'm clear. Gonna make another one. As long as I continue to signal, I'm completely clear. Gonna make my lane change. And notice how I'm making these lane changes gradually. I'm never just jerking the steering wheel to get over there quickly. I'm doing it nice and slow like. And that's just in case I notice something pop into view and I need to change my driving to get back into my lane. Some cars on my right side. Closing up my right zones, and my left zone is closed because I got a yellow line over here. But I'm going to make a left turn. I'm going to hop into this turn lane here. You want to identify these turn lanes early. Okay, my light's green. Got a car in front of me that's still slowing down. Oh, and there goes my light. So I'm going to just focus on stopping. And here's a good reason you should stop behind this crosswalk. Because watch these cars as they make their turns. A lot of them cut in very quick. That guy was okay. That car turned in too sharp. Got real close to mine. If I were to stop anywhere past that crosswalk, these guys would have a very hard time avoiding my car and those next to them. So it's good to just stay back, just so these cars got plenty of room to make their turns. Look how sharp these guys are cutting it. That's real close. Now, I've got another car behind me that only has his fog lights on, so I'm not sure if he's paying much attention. I got my right signal on, and hey, look at that. He made a left lane change. Signaling is wonderful. And here goes that car I was telling you about. He was behind me, but then he changed lanes to get over there. So I'm going to make my turn. Slowing down, looking left and right. Make my turn. And the speed limit on this road is 25. I can see it in the bushes over there. The speed limit sign's kind of covered up. But I'm also on a residential road, so I would imagine it's 25. If you can't see a speed sign, you just kind of look at your surroundings and think, well, where am I? What should the speed be? Got a stop sign here, so I'm going to stop behind the line, since I see that solid white line there. Make my full stop. We can both go at the same time, since we're both going straight. I'm going to keep looking left and right. Got one car behind me. Speed limit still 25. Looking right. No one there. Checking behind me. Yeah, that car is still back there. Just taking it slow because I'm driving by a park. And even though it's kind of a cold day outside, you never know who could be around. Sometimes people play out in very cold weather. Got a crosswalk. No pedestrians. Just want to be very alert anytime you see a crosswalk. Always be looking for pedestrians. Now, I have a school zone over here, but it's not flashing. It's not active. So I'm going to continue to just drive the speed limit, which is just 25 miles an hour. Now, it doesn't mean I should let my guard down. I got a van making a U-turn up here. I just slow it down for them to make sure I don't have any conflicts. Still got those cars behind me, and I have a stop sign coming up, so I want to keep track of them. I want to make sure that they're also stopping. Checking left and right. And as I'm slowing down for this stop sign, I'm going to stop behind the line here, since there is a solid white bar. Make my full stop, and it's an always stop. So all these other people have to stop, and there's no one coming, so I'm just going to make my turn. Still 25. Anytime you enter a new road, you always want to check to see what the speed limit is. Scanning left and right, making sure there's no one coming. Oh, still completely clear. Looking left and right, checking to make sure there's no one coming. Gonna make a right turn at this stop sign. So I got my blinker on, I'm coming to my full stop. No one's behind me that's an immediate threat, so that's good. Now I'm just looking at my cars on my left side since I'm joining that traffic. I'm also looking on the right as well to see if there's any pedestrians. There aren't any. There's the last car. Now he was in a lane that wasn't mine. I was getting into this lane here, and he was in the far left lane. I could have turned at the same exact time as he passed by me, but it's better to be safe than sorry. You know, it's hard to sometimes judge how far away they are, and if for some reason he were to change lanes as I was making my turn, he could end up hitting me. So it's just best to wait until after he passes, and then I can make my turn. Oh, now my light's green, so I'm just going to pick up the pace. I got all kinds of zones closed around me. My left side is closed. My right side's open, so that's good. That's my escape route. My rear zone, the guy behind me is dropping back a little bit. He doesn't have his low beam headlights on, which is cause for concern. But I'll just keep track of him. He's got lots of following distance, so I'm not worried. Front right zone is closing because he's braking. My left zone's opened. But just as quickly as these things open up, they can close on you. Right now I got my left and my right open, but now my front zone is closing. Front zone is closing. My left and my right zone are closing because I got cars coming in those sides. I know you can't see the sides, that's why I'm saying this out loud, so you can kind of see what's happening. And there's the car that's blocking my right side. It's that Infiniti over there. And my light's green, so now I'm just going to start accelerating through here. Now even though I have the green light, I'm still looking left and right. Any cars coming? Anyone running the red light? Nope. How's my rear zone? Oh, it's open. It's wide open. And there's no cars to my right side either. That's my escape route. You always want to have an out. Remember, the Smith system says leave yourself an out. Have a place to go in case of an emergency. Now my right zone's about to close because he's making a right turn. See how he slows down before his turn? And my right zone is still closed because I got these guys entering. And my right zone is still a little bit on the closed side. Yeah, my right rear is closed. Just keeping track of all my zones, making sure I have an escape route. Right now my out is my left side. No one's on my left. Yeah, right zone is still closed. And it looks like it's going to be closed for a little bit because I got a couple more cars coming. Still scanning left and right. He's slowing down a little. But now I got construction. Always have to remain focused on where you're going, your target area directly in front of you. Reduce speed, work zone, fines doubled, 25 miles an hour. Okay. Rear zone is closing, right zone is closing. These cars behind me, they don't want to go 25. Because why? Well, they don't want to follow the law for some reason. And of course he makes a lane change to get around me, and that's perfectly fine by me. Now these lights here in this state, you got to stop for the red, and 1 car per lane is allowed to go every time that light turns green. So now the white car is going to go next, along with the red truck. So there they go. So I'm just going to come up to the line, wait for my turn. Light's red. Now it's green. I always like to let these people on my other side go first, because I'm in no hurry. It's not a race. You're not drag racing. Just let them go first. What's the harm in it? You're all going to the same place. Got my left blinker on because I want to communicate. I want to tell these people, yep, I'm going to merge onto this highway. It's not going to look pretty, but I'm going to merge onto this highway. I'm looking for my gap on my left side. I have a white car that's sort of blocking my path, but it looks like he's slowing down to let me in, which is nice of him. So I'm going to come in right in front of the white car and right behind this, I guess this is a Jeep over here, this silver car. And I'm just going to give that white car a nice little wave. Thanks for letting me in, buddy. It's always good to communicate. Tell people thank you when they do nice things for you. They like to be reassured that they're nice people. And they will continue to do nice things. So I'm going to make a right turn at this exit. So I got a yield continuous lane over here. The light on my left is green, so there should not be any cross traffic. and I don't have a merge area, so it's a very quick turn. I'm completely clear on my left, signal to merge, and I'm in. Life is good. Continuing to go forward. That car made a very wide turn. My light turned yellow, but I would not have been able to stop in time for that, so I just keep on moving forward. Don't let it phase you. I make a left lane change. I'm completely clear. Still checking my mirrors, looking over my shoulder. Now what makes it hard, and I don't know if you can see, there's a driver on the left side of the road. He doesn't have his lights on. That makes them very difficult to see, especially during dawn or dusk. I drive with my low beam headlights on all the time. It's just best, and it allows other people to see you much, much easier. You always want to make yourself visible. That's another rule of the Smith system. Now I don't know if you can see it, but there's a yellow sign up ahead. That's the lane added sign. I know it might be tough to see the arrows on this camera, but that's telling me that people coming over here from this right side, coming in to merge from that light, they have their own lane. So I don't need to worry about them merging into mine, unless I'm a good driver. Yeah, sure, they have their own lane to move into, but I'm always going to expect them to still merge into my lane, even though they have their own. We're always expecting the unexpected. So yeah, normally you would think, oh, I don't have to worry about them. They have their own lane. But I'm looking left and right. I don't see any cars coming down that right side, so I'm not too worried about anyone coming there. Oh, there's one now. Here he comes. He moved right into his lane. He came in quick. And then there he goes. You can see him on the right side there. And he's in a hurry. He's got somewhere to be. Now I want to make a right lane change, but my right zone just closed up there. So I want to wait until either I pass him. No, he's making a left lane change, so I'm going to come behind him. My right zone is completely clear. I'm going to hop into my right lane. Now my right zone is completely closed because of all that construction. Oh, the light's yellow, but I ain't got time to stop for it. And I got cars behind me that are a little close, and when you got cars behind you that are too close, slamming on your brakes is not an option, because they could end up rear-ending you. I'm going to make this right turn onto the highway. Got lots of room to accelerate over here. It says the right shoulder is closed ahead, so I'll watch for the construction. And coming up here, this is one of the most beautiful signs you will ever see on the highway. You see that yellow sign? That's the lane added sign. I do not need to merge with traffic. Oh, life is good. But if I stay in this lane, I'm going to have to exit, and I don't want to exit. So regretfully, I'm going to have to merge. I'm going to signal left, check my left side. I'm clear. I got other cars in the lane adjacent to me. I just want to watch them to make sure they stay in their lanes. So now I'm going to do something up here that I don't normally do. I know you can see the big tractor trailer that's up here on my left. You always want to pass these vehicles on the right side. Or no, on the left side, excuse me. You never want to pass them on the right side, because this is their blind side. Now, see how my front zone is completely open? I'm going to whiz right past this guy, spend no time next to him, just accelerate, get past him. Stay away from his blind spot. There we go, I'm out. And I actually got up to 75, so I'm still going the speed limit, so life is good. My front zone is closing up pretty quickly. I'm going to make a right turn at this light, so I'm going to stick to this right lane over here. All these guys are turning left, so I can stay away from all them. Now, a lot of people mess this up. They have their own lane, they don't need to merge, but now that light's green, so I can just keep on going. Even if it were red, I can just continue to go straight. I mean, I have my own lane. Look at it. My own lane. Don't need to merge. Now, do I want to stay over here? No, I don't. Because this right lane is eventually going to end and force me to turn. So I'm just going to turn on my left blinker. See if I can get any people to help me out to come over into their lane. Possibly. My left side's opening up behind this Mazda here, so I can see if I can get behind him after the intersection. You don't want to change lanes in the intersection. That's a dangerous move to make, too. So I'm just using the brakes, moving over. I'm going to make one more to the left when I can. Clear to move over. And I'm keeping track of what's going on in front of me. I know that my front zone is closing, so I got all these stopped cars up here. Now notice how the light's green, but everyone back here is stopped. Because there's a long line of cars, they take a while to accelerate, so just be patient. You'll get there when you get there. Don't be in any hurry. Cars that are in a hurry, they make mistakes. And when you make mistakes, you might end up hitting something or someone. I'm looking left and right, making sure I'm clear. That car is somewhere to be. He's going awfully fast, and he's going to make a left lane change to get back into my lane. Wait for it. There he goes. After you drive for a long time, you can predict what people do. This guy was behind me, but then he made a right lane change very quickly. He accelerated quickly, so I imagine he just wants to get back over into this lane. And look where it got him. It got him in front of me, and that's it. How much time did he really save? Not a lot. What's the rush? Don't be in a hurry. Always take things nice and slow. Because now look at my following distance, and look at all their following distances. I'm way back here. I'm still going the speed limit. I'm actually going 5 under. I'm going 40. This is a 45 zone. Got plenty of space, traveling along, and it's relaxing. Driving is supposed to be a relaxing thing. I imagine these cars don't want to turn right, so I'm just going to watch them to make sure that they don't come over here. And nope, they're turning. And remember that guy that was behind me? Now look where he is. Stopped at the same light that I am. What's the rush? He got nowhere fast. Don't be an aggressive driver. Don't try to accelerate past people. One good thing I've always heard is you're trying to get along with other drivers, not get ahead of them. It's not a race. If you want to race, go join NASCAR or, Formula One stuff. You don't want to do that out here in the public roads.